Welcome to the Conversion Stack with Daniel and Mark. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on your favorite platform. And over the next 10 short episodes, we're going to be talking about the buyer's journey, what it is, how to tactically influence it, and really make some predictions around the buyer's journey. So without further ado, let's jump into this journey. Cool. All right, let's talk about the buyer's journey. Something that we work on a lot.
Yeah.
Right? It's how do we, especially in complex solutions, how do we help guide our clients' prospects through a journey of awareness, consideration, and purchase. And let's dig into that.
Yeah, definitely. So do you want to kick us off by telling everybody what the buyer's journey is? I think it's like a buzz term a lot of times, but let's, get out there of like a clear definition for everybody of what that is.
Yeah, heck yeah. The buyer's journey is the stages a individual goes through when considering buying or purchasing a product or service.
Right.
Typically broken down into awareness, consideration, and decision making. And a lot of what we want to do as marketers is figure out how to guide that process.
I think it's funny because like even that, it's the same thing as a funnel, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because they if you Google it, anybody out there, you can find like 60 different funnels. Right. Or like they're broken down into like 3 steps, 5 steps, 7 steps.
Yeah.
But essentially they're all the same, right?
Mm-hmm. I think we want it's almost like it feels as a marketer these days that we want everything to be super rigid in terms of funnels, in terms of attribution.
Yeah.
When funnels themselves or buyer's journey, which is really the same thing, are abstract.
Yeah. Because I remember like starting, I have the design perspective on everything. And when I got into like being a designer for digital marketing and we're like talking about buyer's journey or funnel, I'd like Google it and look for stuff. And then I'm like, wait, which one's right? Is it this 3-step one or 3-stage one, or is it like 5 stages? But it's really just kind of like a blurred like process, no matter like how many stages you like essentially have.
Yeah.
Right. And so like somebody's just like finding out about a product, learning more about it, whether you break that down to like 1 step or 3, and then making a buying decision.
Yeah. And based on your own preferences, the depths you're willing to go through in each stage might be up to you.
So why does it even matter that you have 3 stages? Why isn't it just like somebody found a product and then bought it, or like found out they had a problem, did some research, and then bought it?
Yeah, no. Let's bring that back to you. What was the last? Can you think of a product that you've purchased recently, or like a big purchase that you've made?
My car 14 years ago. So I got a newspaper. No. No, that's a great question. I'm like so like set in my ways. I'm trying to think like every year for like Christmas, and like kids don't see like commercials anymore.
Yeah.
So they don't even like really come to you as like when we were kids. I'd like get a catalog, or like you see commercials between cartoons and you'd have like a whole list for your parents, right?
Yeah.
And now it's like I ask my kids what they want for Christmas, and they're like, they have no idea, because they just watch YouTube and see no commercials, or like TikTok or whatever, right? So now it's like, as parents, I get hit with like Facebook ads of like the cool new toys.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's like, to me, that's my like awareness stage of like, I guess I knew I need toys for my kids, but that's like, oh, my awareness that there's this cool remote control car. Right.
Yeah.
And then you like, all right, let me see it, and go to the website and start learning more, like give up on it, get hit with ads a couple more times, and then compare other cars or something, and then finally make a purchase.
Yeah. I think that's a really strong example of a company influencing your buyer's journey. So
Right.
they're aware Christmas is coming. They're aware you are in a state of mind where you are thinking about gifting.
Yeah.
Right. And they're creating awareness about, hey, these are opportunities, and likely the messaging is it's going to educate your kids to be better in this way, or they're basically leaning you in that direction.
Yeah.
Eventually you're going to research of that product, and if that continues to work, you'll go into the purchase.
Yeah, 100%. Like I have zero control over it.
Yeah.
Or like I didn't drive it all. Like I didn't, maybe a different instance would be like, what's the best gift for a kid who really likes soccer?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then like I'm kind of guiding it a little bit, because then I'm actually doing like a Google search, and some things are coming out, right? Yeah. Instead of it completely being driven by the company. So that's like an interesting kind of perspective.
Yeah. Sometimes it's opportunistic, and just flip it back to our world, B2B, where it's may take a lot of consideration, may have a lot of decision makers.
Yeah.
It would mostly be driven by you. Hey,
Yeah.
you've identified this problem.
Right.
Let me go and so now I'm aware, right?
Mhm.
Let me go and research how do I solve this problem,
Right.
and then piece together all those data points, and then let me go and make a decision based on pricing, feature set,
Right.
other stakeholders in the organization, anything that's needed to actually make that buy.
Right. Or then I
decision.
Google the car and figure out where to buy it from, what's the cheapest, right?
Yeah.
What's an example? I mean, a lot of stuff that we do is like B2B driven. So that seems less maybe like timely, right? Like
Mhm.
Christmas is coming, like that's like a very like specific need and everybody knows it's going to happen, you know. In most B2B world, it seems like it's less about like it's somebody who's needing like a new piece of software or like even switching software.
Yeah.
So like how is that? Is that pushed by marketing teams in the same way, or is that like a completely different kind of mindset?
I think it's very similar. It's about being product aware or problem aware,
Yeah.
right? Let's talk about a company looking to buy or that needs to switch their CRM solution,
Right.
right? Maybe you're sub 50 company, you've been using HubSpot, it's worked really well, you've doubled your sales team, and you're finding yourself being limited in what you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
Right? You're stuck to this rigid reporting structure. It just doesn't scale well for good organizations, right? So that to me is the awareness stage,
Got it.
right? You have a problem as an organization, and it's time to start like researching that problem.
Got it. So the pain has to be big enough that you're actually doing some kind of search.
Yeah.
Got it.
And yeah, I'm excited to dig into actually how we influence that buyer's journey through ads, through content, through website experiences, through offers. So that's what we're going to chat about in the next few episodes.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.